Yeah, we got it. Yeah, we're shining today.
From the heart of New York City,
It's Today with Jenna
and Sheinelle.
We got it. Yeah, we're shining today.
With today's guest, love story star Paul Anthony Kelly.
Everything feels alright with Jenna and Sheinelle. We're shining today.
For your husband. Hi, everybody. It is Tuesday. It is May the 26th.
Gosh.
We are back after a long weekend.
Hi.
What's happening?
How are you? How was was it a break? It says Memorial Day break in the prompter. I don't know if it was a break.
Moms never really have a break.
It was a weekend,
We had
perhaps,
a weekend.
but I don't know if it was a break.
We had a weekend. We did go away with the kids. And
Just the five of you?
Just the five of us.
Okay.
And we built some really solid core memories.
Oh, that's nice.
We had a really good time. We went hiking. We did this rock climbing wall, which was very unfortunate for me because in my old age, I could get up, but I could not get down.
I would think the getting down is the easy part because you just rappel down. Look at me as if I know rappel.
But I was scared to let go. Like, can you imagine being like, let go?
And then do you just go do.
Yeah, it wasn't hard once I let go. But the kids were filming. They had my phone. They were like, "Mom's scared," filming me. And I think it was kind of good to show. They were like, "That was so odd."
What, to see you kind of afraid?
To see me scared, you know, to see me not, I mean, I'm not athletic or anything, but I climbed right up. And then the thought of getting down, and the guy even goes, "You might want to climb up a little bit and practice going down." I'm like, "Oh, no,
You were like, "Oh, I got this."
I used to do this.
That's funny. Were you really high?
I was high.
High up?
But not that high. I'll show you the video later. You'll be embarrassed. How was soccer?
That's funny. So, Memorial Day weekend, if you have any kids in your family who play soccer, it's a soccer weekend. There are tournaments all over the country. And even though it was rainy here on the East Coast, they do not usually cancel soccer for rain.
Unless it's like lightning or something?
Unless so I had one child, his tournament was canceled. The other one was full on. We were in Philadelphia this weekend, which is interesting because, I used to live there.
Yeah.
And so it's weird to be there as a visitor.
Like, you can't also...
Because you're in a hotel.
You're not, like, going to see friends because you're with all the moms.
You're in tournament mode. Although I will admit, one of the games, what day was it? Sunday, didn't start until 7 p.m. So
because of the rain?
Well, no, it was just a late game because of the way the tournaments, happened. And so I just slipped away and went to the spa.
You were like, bye,
for
kids.
like 5 hours.
Mama's got to take a break.
I literally did. And I was kind of intentional about it because I just happened to have a bathing suit just in case I found a spa. And so I went swimming. It is so fun to be a 48-year-old and swim by yourself. You feel like a 7-year-old.
It's true.
Yeah. And then I was so disappointed when people came in. Then I'm like, oh, man.
Because you wanted to be alone.
Well, you want to be alone. Like, what are you doing by yourself? Laps? I don't swim laps.
No, you're just floating.
You're just being a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
So I enjoyed that. So it was great. It was good.
Were you standing with an umbrella, freezing?
For the games, yeah. I showed Jenna a video this morning so at one point, I always fall asleep early, so don't put me as the team mom or the mom in charge. So shout out to Marie, who's our team mom, because apparently one of the boys had a room, and so all the kids went to his room.
Yeah.
And so little did I know, I'm knocked out. And so apparently she knocked on the door, she opens the door, and the kid, comes to the door, and he's like, "Hey." And she's like, "Can I come in?" He's like, "Okay." So she goes in, and they were all hiding in the shower.
It's like part of the fun.
But I thought it was actually funny. So she opens the curtain, and it's like a clown car of 17-year-olds getting out.
I mean, that's the part that's fun, right?
Yeah.
Of team sports, is you get to be with your buddies.
I quietly was like happy for them.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
That's so fun.
Yeah. So anyway, it was a good weekend.
Well, should we talk about Keke Palmer?
Love
who
her.
Is somebody who can do it all. She's an actor. I mean, she hosted the show with us.
Yeah.
And we said to her, like, she can do everything.
She's an actor. You asking her, "Are you ever going to take a break?" Or you were like, "Keke, you do everything. You take movie roles, you're doing podcasts." You remember asking her that?
Yes. Well, there's nobody that works harder.
Yeah.
She's so talented. Like, most people have like one lane, but she's a talk show host. She's a singer. She has a podcast. She's an actor. She can do it. She can do everything.
Yeah. And she just did a TED Talk.
Yes. I mean,
and so it's interesting. She called it "How I Set Myself Free," and she actually, on this note, had some advice for all of us overachievers, including herself. Listen to this.
You might think you need to earn more, prove more, secure one more opportunity, collect one more accolade, or just keep moving long enough until you finally feel safe. When in reality, you don't need another achievement. You need a break. Okay? You need a break long enough to look around, take stock, and feel gratitude for what you've already built.
Talking to herself.
We're over here talking back to a go
I
ahead,
know.
Kiki.
I know.
First
Well,
of all, that was.
It's so smart, but
Yeah.
she is really like, and it's so interesting how many times we sort of talk to ourselves in speeches or in conversations where you're like, I'm like, oh, this, that, and I'm like, wait, I'm totally talking to myself. And it's interesting because I feel like she's been on this kind of treadmill since she was a young girl.
I think so. The part that you guys didn't hear, and I haven't heard it, but I've heard people talk about it, is, and I've interviewed her mom, you know, they came from, you know, their childhood was tough in some ways. And so eventually she started making money, and then they were traveling, and then
She was a child actor.
Right. And so she was able to kind of support the family in some ways. And they're all so close, beautiful family. But I think when you feel like you have to provide and you're always grinding, you almost, did you hear her say, you know, you can stop. You're afraid to step off of the treadmill, you know? And I think for all of us, it doesn't necessarily mean like we can quit working or retiring. But I was thinking about it, and Jen and I were talking about it this morning. We never missed a Sunday morning for church. And then if it was after church, it was this service. And then we would go to Bible studies on Wednesdays. And I think for a lot of us, or at least for my mom, I think that was her, I don't want to call it a break, but that was her time, right? So before we were talking about wellness, I think the church was that for us, right? And so you would leave filled and ready to start your week again.
And it was time for you to kind of go inside and be introspective while your child, I mean, at least for us, we went to Sunday school.
Yeah.
So my parents would go and sit together and start their week. And we'd be off doing our thing.
I think to me, the takeaway is that you have to step off the treadmill, whether it's on Sunday mornings or whether it's a spa, like I just mentioned, or like
you're
Kiki
good
said.
at taking time for yourself.
I try. Hoda used to say it. Was it Thursdays?
Yeah, Hoda, but she wasn't good. So she had to make it an appointment.
Yeah.
She had to make it a day because she realized she never would. And I think there is some guilt with motherhood and work too. It's like, I don't feel guilty if I'm at work, but sometimes if I'm like, you know, going for a walk or going to get a massage or something like that, but I try not to, you know?
What can you do? Because you work too. You and Kiki are like right here.
No, well, I know. But I mean, I've learned to say no, which is the most liberating feeling.
Okay. And then the projects that you do take, you enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel pressured to do things anymore, which is great. But I do know that I could say no to more.
A little more. Okay. Well, right now you've got a big show that's coming on NBC, and you've got.
I'd like to go to the spa with you.
Just let me know.
Let's do it.
We've got a spa and dancing on a table. We've got the full range that we have to do on our to-do list.
I think we need a vacation.
There's that.
Even though we just got back. Okay, y'all, we've got a great show for you from the hit series Love Story. Paul Anthony Kelly is going to join us live.
But first, how some of the biggest stars spent the holiday weekend. Evan Real and Danny Murphy from Page 6 have the scoop next.
It is time to get caught up on all the hot Hollywood headlines.
Danny Murphy and Evan Real from Page 6 Radio are here with The Scoop.
We're here.
All right, so there was a lot of basketball this weekend.
Apparently, yes. I knew it because of Taylor Swift. But shout out to the Knicks. And Taylor and Travis attended Game 3 of the Eastern Conference Finals of the Cavs and the Knicks. They went viral for their reactions. Like, everyone was cheering. Kelsey was cheering for Taylor. Yeah. Taylor gave him gum, which I was like, oh, that's so human and cute.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we're watching them so closely that we know
they gave him gum.
I know. And it's funny, we're watching them so closely. People were like, wait, Taylor, you're a Knicks fan, because they pulled up photos of her from a decade ago dressed in Knicks jerseys and everything.
But he was there to support not the Knicks.
Not the Knicks,
So maybe is that why she's wearing all black? Maybe she's being like,
she wants to be neutral.
She's being neutral.
Yeah, and they keep on winning, so she had to be really neutral.
Oh, that's funny. Any updates regarding their wedding?
So wedding planning is still underway. There is speculation that it's happening July 3rd in New York City, but nothing is confirmed yet.
Very specific of you.
Very specific, yes. Now, there is also speculation that celebrity friends like Miles Teller and Zoe Kravitz will be there. We cannot confirm that just yet. We have reached out to them to see.
Hope so.
Yeah, we hope
but
so.
remember, there was that rumor they were getting married in Rhode Island for like ever. So
Right. So who knows?
do we know?
No.
Right.
Taylor, tell us.
Right, exactly. Now, according to Page Six, sources are telling us that they're being very specific and intentional and private and selective about wedding invites.
That makes sense.
They should.
They're
Yeah,
not.
they should protect it.
They're not mailing out invitations. Sources are telling us they're personally calling guests. So everyone's just like waiting for
They
that
probably
call.
don't want the paper trail.
Yeah, but they need my number.
Isn't that funny?
Yes.
You're waiting for your phone to ring.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about Miley Cyrus receiving a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
This makes me so happy. Yeah, Miley officially received a star on the Walk of Fame. The ceremony had appearances from Donatella Versace, Anya Taylor-Joy, and her family and fiance, Max Mirando. And also, Donatella was not just there, but she had a vintage Versace gown selected from the archives, and it was worn previously by Heidi Klum, which is really chic.
I mean, yeah.
And her fans were there singing Party in the USA, The Climb. I was crying watching it, because I love her.
What did she say in her speech?
So she gave a really emotional speech calling this an accumulation of devotion, a devotion to her 20-plus year career, which is so crazy that she's been at it for this long. She talked about her childhood memories of walking down Hollywood Boulevard with her dad, wishing for a star of her own one day.
I love that.
I know, so take a look. It's pretty sweet.
Okay.
What feels so special to me about this star is that it's an accumulation of devotion. The star isn't something that you win like a seasonal game. It's not something that you can chase or collect. It's not something you make the next record for and then tote it around like a trophy. My name is laid in gold and pink terrazzo. And it's fierce, and it's fun, and it's fabulous.
Oh my God, I love it. Now, she is the 2,845th star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. And if you want to know, if you want to visit, she is at 7011 Hollywood Boulevard in the recording category, right near Britney, Christina, Destiny's Child.
In front of a CVS? Like I kept being a CVS.
Well,
I know, I need deodorant.
A
I'm gonna go visit
CVS,
Miley and get
a
some. Yeah.
CVS and a Marshalls.
Oh, good.
You can
That's a dream LA guy.
score some deals and then go take a pic with her new star.
Okay, so from one recording queen to another, Madonna went #1 this weekend.
Oh my God, Madonna is, I mean, she's never left, but she's really back because Confession 2 is dropping July 3rd, which I mean, I am very ready. This summer is made. And yes, she went #1 with I Feel So Free. Her first radio hit in 18 years, topping Billboard's Dance Mix Show airplay. I would sing it, but she's better than
Wait,
her.
can we hear it?
Yeah,
'Cause I
take a
haven't
listen.
heard it.
Yeah.
We haven't heard it
Oh,
yet.
it's good.
Okay.
Come on, meet me on the dance floor. Come here, baby, I can give you much more tonight. Oh, baby, let's do it right.
Right? It's like you can dance at CVS after visiting
We're
Miley to that.
into it.
Yeah, you're vibing. And
say yes.
And it's like a part 2 of Confessions on a Dance Floor. So she's with the old-time producers and everything. It's gonna be amazing.
Oh, it's going to be so good.
Awesome.
Yeah, we like it.
And she's going to have some video out, right?
Yes, so there is a visual film component, and she is debuting it at the 2026 Tribeca Festival.
I love that.
It's amazing.
Thanks, guys.
for catching us up.
You can catch Danny and Evan on Sirius XM's Page 6 Radio every weekday morning.
Coming up, one of the breakout stars from the show Love Story, Paul Anthony Kelly's here. We're going to talk with him right after this. Ryan Murphy's show Love Story has captivated audiences with its portrayal of John F. Kennedy Jr. and Carolyn Bassett's whirlwind romance. Since premiering in February, the series has become a pop culture phenomenon and turned Paul Anthony Kelly into a breakout star.
And believe it or not, this was Paul's very first acting role. He beat out more than 1,000 actors to win the highly coveted part of JFK Jr. Take a look.
How old were you when you realized you were the son of a president?
I don't think anyone's ever asked me that before. I don't know, really. To be honest, I think I've been inundated with so many images and stories of my childhood that can't really differentiate from what I remember and what I've just been exposed to.
That's sad.
Hi.
We were like stuck in that.
I know. I was
haven't
just
seen
saying
that for a minute.
Right?
Pretty
I was
good.
just telling you, I mean,
good.
it captivated the country. I mean, it was appointment viewing when you got home from work or in your cubicle at work?
It's like infiltrated culture where people started dressing. I mean, we were alive, but dressing sort of in the 90s.
Yeah.
Like, did that, could you ever have expected it to feel like that?
No, I mean, you have high hopes for these things when you go to work. You want it to be successful, but this show is just taken off on its own journey. And
when did you realize, like, and we're going to back up too, because I think the fact that you have been auditioning since you were 13 and then it hit, but when did you realize that this was huge?
Probably about halfway through. Yeah, when we started to gather a lot of crowds filming out in the streets and stuff, and word was spreading. But then to see the finished product is, you have no idea. You just go and you do your work and you have a good time, and then to see the finished product was very, like, wow.
We read that sort of like in the weeks and months before you got this role, you had kind of made peace with the fact that, like, it wasn't happening for you. You'd been auditioning for 13 years. You'd been working really hard and, like, nothing was sticking. And you had a conversation with your wife where you were like, all right, maybe this is it.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, correct. I remember sitting down with her and we were just, like, just talking, chatting at home. And I was like, I don't think this is really working. Haven't hit it yet. It's been 13 years. It's a long time. We were thinking about starting a family, so it was like, what weighs more than the other? But she was like, no, just stick it out. Like, give it another year.
Oh my!
And then, like, a couple of weeks later, I get this phone call for this, and here we are. Yeah.
You know what's so interesting is we were just talking with another actor who said the second they let go and said, okay, I've made peace with it, maybe not happening, was the second they broke out. Do you feel like that's what happened?
I think that's exactly what happened.
Sometimes when you let go.
Yep. The universe comes back and
let me tell you something.
Let me get this for you.
I was at the Met Gala and I saw you on the red carpet. And I watched the swarm around you, and I saw your eyes, and you're being grateful, you're talking, but it was a lot.
It's a lot. Yeah.
How was that for you?
I mean, it's exciting. It's exhilarating. I was there with people who are now considered my peers, people I've looked up to forever.
Was there anybody you really wanted to see that you were able to meet, or?
I saw everyone from afar. I was very lucky to be able to spend a lot of time talking to people that I've looked up to. It's just a really neat event. Everyone's dressed to the nines, and then you're just having a cocktail and enjoying conversation. It's great. Yes, exactly.
One of the things that's so crazy is it feels like things come in waves. And this premiered in February, and you also your wife gave birth to your first child that month.
Yep.
Can you process all of that?
Beautiful.
You just gotta go with it. It's the train's going, you're not stopping.
Yeah.
It was a really interesting experience to become a father, and then, like a month later, have the show come out and give birth again to a career.
Well, now you have the second role lined up, joining the next season. This is so exciting, of American Horror Story.
Yeah.
What are you most excited for?
Ryan's bringing most of the cast from all the previous seasons, so I'm excited to see them.
Yeah. You feel like Ryan Murphy's just going to only want to work with you from now on?
That's not a bad problem to have.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, there are worse ways to spend your life. And I hope that would be great.
Yeah, you're like, Ryan, I'm in.
It's rude to say no.
Well, you are so great, but you're sticking around because we are going to play a game of fact versus fake, right? After the...
We're getting good at it. I know.
And we are back with Love Stories, Paul, Anthony, Kelly.
I just looked at our reflection. This looks ridiculous.
I know.
Does this make us smarter? Are detectives really dressed like this?
I'm not sure.
Well, he's agreed to play a game we like to call Fact or Fake.
Okay, here's how it works. Paul is going to tell us something about himself, and we have to guess if it's true or if it's completely made up. Are you ready?
Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, let's go. We're going to
All right, number one. I went to Catholic school and wore a uniform, but I was a total metalhead, so I had a mohawk and wore goth makeup.
Well, we know you're a metalhead.
I think that's yes because you have tattoos.
Yeah, and we've heard he likes metal music. I think that's true.
That is true.
True?
That is true.
Do we have a picture of your mohawk?
Oh, you know what? That's a missed opportunity.
You need to post that on your Instagram or something.
I will.
You had a full mohawk?
Yep.
Yeah, you have a lot of hair, so it's probably...
I have a lot of hair, yeah.
God, that's an intense mohawk.
It's a good problem to have.
All right, let's hear the next one.
Number two, we had to stop production on Love Story for a week because I fell while rollerblading and scraped my chin.
Could these all be true? He did rollerblade.
I'm gonna say it's not. Wait, let me ask a question.
Yeah.
What was the scene like when you were rollerblading? Like, tell me something, like detail.
Oh, John's rollerblading everywhere, so that's as much as I can give you.
Did it really hurt, or you just, it was like a physical looking thing?
Oh, anytime you fall on rollerblades doesn't feel good.
I mean, I haven't fallen on a rollerblade since third grade.
I'm gonna say no, fake.
That is correct.
Okay, good one.
Damn, they're good.
Yeah,
You are
we've got him good.
Yeah, it's these glasses. All right, you ready for your next one?
Get the glasses on.
There goes my.
All right, number 3. My dog Malcolm snowboarded down the Matterhorn mountain in Switzerland.
Your dog?
Well, he didn't snowboard. I snowboarded
And you held him?
Well, he ran down the mountain.
Now, can I ask you a question? Did you need to get a pet passport for Malcolm to visit Switzerland?
Yes, he has a pet passport.
So he can travel anywhere?
Yes.
So you're snowboarding and he's just running down the mountain
Correct.
with you? Like and he's just.
I've heard it's very difficult to get a pet passport, but
also, like, snowboarding, it's very quick. Like, he'd have to be, like...
You don't have to go quick.
That's true. I'm a very slow snowboarder. I think it's true.
That is correct.
Oh! I would have said false, so we're good.
Was it hard to get him a pet passport?
No. No, he's had it for a long time. There's Malcolm.
Malcolm.
So he's just frolicking on the mountain while you're snowboarding?
Yeah.
What a
well, yeah,
life.
he just would follow me running down the mountain as I rode.
Cutie. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. What's the last one?
Uh-oh, is this one?
I met my wife in Alaska swimming in a glacier.
Shoot.
Well, we know that's true.
Yeah. But you didn't tell us the glacier part.
You said she's from Texas. I said I'm from Texas, and we said where did you meet in Texas? And you said no.
Alaska.
I know, I did give it away.
Were you really
Were you swimming in a glacier?
Yes, that is correct.
Wow.
Fact.
That's so, I mean, you're
Very
snowboarding
cold.
and swimming in
I know.
glaciers and
Yeah.
mohawks.
You're a man of mystery.
Yeah.
Mike.
Sure, I'll take
here
it.
for
Yeah.
it.
Right? What else can you do?
I'm saying. You have any other secrets you want to tell us?
Well, they wouldn't be secrets then, would they?
Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Congratulations on
Thank
everything.
you.
And by the way, you can watch all episodes of FX's Love Story on.
I mean, the 10 people that haven't seen it. You can watch it now.
Watch it again.
Coming up, why dating is on the decline for young adults. We are going to ask the experts right after this. I'm like wearing a hat.
All right, now to a topic that has everyone talking: young people and dating.
It turns out that teens and young adults are dating far less than generations before them. And we want to know why. We're going to bring in some experts to weigh in. But first, a little more on this trend. Research has found that teens and young adults are foregoing a classic rite of passage: dating. In fact, only 56% of Gen Z adults said they'd been in a romantic relationship in their teen years, compared with 76% of Gen X and 78% of baby boomers.
You have this generation that's afraid of rejection, afraid of trying, afraid of effort.
Girls don't want to make the first move. Guys don't really want to approach girls anymore.
Gen Z seems to be redefining dating, opting for more casual situationships, a term used to describe low commitment and more loosely defined relationships. Some blame it on fear of rejection. Some say they are prioritizing mental health.
If the choice is between settling and solitude, I'll choose myself every time.
One TikTok trend even says that having a boyfriend is embarrassing.
Women are finally waking up to the idea that having a boyfriend is basically the least interesting thing about you.
It's embarrassing if your whole personality is your man because it seems like you got nothing else going on.
Whatever the reasoning, the question is, what's lost if that rite of passage disappears?
So interesting. So joining us now is Faith Hill, a staff writer for The Atlantic, who has written about this topic, and Alexandra Solomon, a clinical psychologist and professor at Northwestern, where she teaches the very popular class, Marriage 101. They didn't have that when I was there, but I'm happy both of you guys are here.
Faith, let's start with you. I read your article and I immediately brought it to our team and I was like, this is so interesting because it's something I see even with my children. Like, they're not having male friendships even. Mila does, you know, as a girl, she doesn't hang out with guys at all. So what did you see in this topic and why did you want to research it?
Yeah, so I actually just stumbled upon a statistic. It was a 2023 poll from the Survey Center on American Life. that showed that I believe 56% of Gen Z adults said that they had ever been in a relationship at any point in their teen years. And that was compared to nearly 80% of Gen Xers and boomers.
Yeah.
So I just found that really striking. Yeah.
And what are the reasons?
I think there are a whole bunch of different reasons, and you know, some of them are positive and some of them are negative.
Right.
So you know, the positive is essentially that I think society-wide there's kind of a decrease in stigma around singlehood.
Yeah.
And that
Which
affects,
is great.
Which is great, and I think there's a little bit less pressure for young people to be in relationships, which you know allows them to focus on other things, on friends, school, hobbies.
Yeah, it makes sense. So let me bring you in here. So as a psychologist and as a professor, first of all, are you seeing this even in universities and at the college level where they're just not dating?
Absolutely. You know, I think that the idea, I always say that Gen X coined the term hooking up, but Gen Z has taken it to another level with situationships, which really are...
Situationships.
Yes.
Which means what? We just hang out, I don't even know if we call it dating. Is it date? Do you
Yeah,
call
no,
it
I
dating?
don't think it would be called
even dating.
but it is, there's times where it is exclusive, but with very low emphasis on emotional vulnerability and intimacy. So it is, I think in some ways it is an attempt to solve for very real problems, like mental health challenges, like entering a world that is so much more unstable and a need to stay adaptable, and you know, so there's a lot of good reasons. This happens in a context that I think especially those of us who are a bit older need to really honor the context this is happening.
Is there a danger that if you quote unquote wait too late, if you don't date, you don't have that first heartbreak, you don't have, you know, all those situations.
And also, you're not even having friendships with the opposite sex. You know, I think that's one thing that we're seeing, right? Like, is there, Faith, what did you find in your research, how that that implication affects these kids and or young adults later?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think the crucial thing is having lots of other kinds of platonic relationships. You know, you can learn so much about conflict resolution and reaching across difference and communication with close friends. And there is actually research showing that friendships are more predictive of future romantic satisfaction than
like
early.
If you have deep friendships.
Yes, exactly.
And is there a con to what I was just saying, where if you don't date that, I don't know, then you don't have that experience, or is there a downside to it in your opinion?
I think the way the downside plays out is the longer I avoid something, the scarier it seems, the bigger a deal it is. So the first date feels like a mountain to climb. So I think that really becomes the problem, is that a fear that I'm not ready for a relationship becomes I'm afraid of a relationship. And so I think that's where the tension
We've
lives.
talked about the implication of social media and the fact that we're all living on our phones to such an extent, and what it's kind of done as a barrier between sexes, but also as, you know, you can sort of get whatever you want from this. So why work hard? Why ask anybody out? And also there's like this fear of embarrassment because everything is recorded. How does social media play into this?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's a really big factor. I mean, as you are mentioning, first of all, I think there's sort of a decrease sometimes in motivation to get out and talk to other people, a decrease in, you know, kind of practice. Like once you aren't comfortable with it and you've spent a lot of time at home on your phone, it gets scarier. And then also the phones kind of start to mediate the romantic relationship. So I've talked to a lot of adults, you know, who say, like parents who say, my kid has been talking to someone on Snapchat for months and months and months, and they're just not getting out of this talking phase. And it really shifts what the relationship
And then,
look
like you said, to meet then feels like this huge, giant hill to walk up, whereas, you know, what would you say to moms that are watching or to parents that are watching that are like kind of worried because there's not much interaction?
You know what's so interesting is I've been at this for a long time. So 10, 20 years ago, it used to be that parents were worried that their kids were too focused on intimate partnership and not enough on career and friendship. And now it's exactly the opposite. So first, I would normalize that your kid is not unique. When we look at the data. And the second thing is to quiet your own anxiety so that you can become the safe place no matter what is happening. Because the thing that I know for sure is my students tell me again and again, they feel behind, they feel concerned, and so to have a parent amplifying that doesn't help.
Behind in, what do you mean?
Just they're not meeting, they know they should be putting themselves out there. My students will tell me, I know that I don't have enough frustration tolerance. I know that I cut and run too quickly. So I have the utmost respect for Gen Z's self-awareness. They know they've got some very real skill deficits, and so I think what parents can do is just normalize and celebrate relationships of all kinds.
Yeah, friendships too.
Totally.
But I mean, I will say I read an article about this, but for younger kids and how they aren't having friendships with, you know, people that are outside of their norm. And so one thing I did is I reached out to my friends who have kids around the same age, and I'm like, let's do this together. You know, let's get them together. And it did change things for my daughter. So I think it's like, you know, obviously don't put your stress on them, but there's ways that when they're younger, we can help facilitate relationships.
I think that's really brilliant, because the more you, especially if you're straight, the more the other sex feels strange to you, then again, the larger that gap is. And, and I think social media is there to kind of amplify the sort of gender
there's
despair.
such different ways they use social
Well, it's
media.
interesting because she has little ones, and then I have kids who are teenagers, and we have some college students here. So on that note, we're going to continue this discussion.
Yeah, we're going to chat with some Gen Zers on the dating
Where are they?
scene
There
right
they are.
after this.
We are back with more on Gen Z and dating. Many teens and young adults are skipping this classic rite of passage, and we were interested in finding out why.
Before the break, we chatted with psychologist Alexandra Solomon. She's the author of Love Every Day and a professor who teaches the wildly popular Marriage 101 class at Northwestern. She joins us with two of her students, Denzel and Lindsay.
Hi, guys.
Thank you, guys.
I can't believe that I just asked them, I said, you know, I met my husband at Northwestern, right there on Sheridan. And you guys say people aren't really dating anymore on campus. What's going on?
We're not.
It's
just not happening. We're not.
No dating at all?
You know, here and there, but it's so much
It's fascinating to me. What do you think it is?
I think our priority is changing. Like now, people are like, I need to focus on my academics. I need to focus on my career, what I want to do for the rest of my life. I'm just trying to figure things out. So dating seems like this additional thing that we have to do, and we're trying to figure out like, oh, I'll do it later. But it's an essential thing that, I mean, many of us like are gonna.
What's interesting is that we were just talking about the pressure for your generation to like get internships and get a job. And so maybe it's just like one too many things. But Lindsay, would you want to date? Like, would you want a guy that you'd be interested or not?
You know, yeah, I wouldn't turn that down for sure. But I think that we've optimized dating so much that we've taken out the human part entirely. And
What
it's
do you
just
mean
so,
by that?
What I mean by that is that I think there's so many phones, and I mean, I could go on an hour spiel of just like, oh, we're looking down so much that we don't look up.
Yeah.
But it's like, romance used to be like a candle at dinner, I assume. And now it's like, can you look up from your phone? Like, it's something like that. Just like,
but it's so technology really, you think it's sort of the catalyst of all of this.
100%. And I think partially too, yes, just looking up from our phones, but also thinking about like, kids are not growing up like going outside as much anymore. You're on your iPads. You're not really getting beaten up on the playground and having to get back up. And so then asking someone on a date is like this huge, big deal because of the rejection you're going to face that you haven't dealt with. And it's also so personal. It's like, it feels so publicized, and it is so publicized.
Well, I did say that to Jenna earlier this morning. I said, you know, if a guy says, no, I don't want to go on a date with you, or you do something dumb on a date and you are embarrassed by it, the thought that maybe they could post it or tell other people and they would
the
post
sad
it.
thing is that could happen walking down the street. Like, that's life. We make mistakes, you know, and so you have to learn how to make them so that you can become an adult. The word situationship has us slightly confused. Denzel, how does that affect, like, dating at your age?
I'd say people want to be in a relationship, but without the actual commitment and label.
Yeah.
And that's why we have a lot of people in just like casual relationships, and then it gets really bad when one person is more interested than the other, and that situationship for them might feel like a relationship because you get all the benefits of a relationship. But
I'm so fascinated by the fact that your class, Marriage 101, is so popular, and yet they're not dating. What do you think that is? And then what are you doing in this class?
Yeah. Well, I think it speaks to the fact that even though we can point to some dehumanizing elements of the dating culture right now, these are humans. And so their hearts are beating toward connection. I think that's very, very healthy. And we do lots of things. A lot of what we do is look at how they grew up, the family system that they grew up in, because that's I call it the original love classrooms. When we were talking about parents before, it's not just what we as parents are saying, it's also how we're managing our own relationships. So we talk about things like, how did you watch your parents forgive? Even if you grew up with a single parent, you watched that parent navigate family relationships and friendships. What did you see about forgiveness and apology and repair and asking for what you need?
So do you tell them, hey, you should think about dating, or do you guys even address that part of it?
Well, it's an assignment.
Really?
Yeah.
What does that mean? What's an assignment?
Yes,
Oh,
it
you
is.
guys had the assignment?
Yeah.
What was the assignment?
It was to ask somebody on a date or write a paper about why.
Did you?
I wrote a paper about why I did. I did not.
Did you?
I will say, I also decided not to do a date.
We're literally the
because-
only two people in the class
but
that
to
didn't
be-
do it, though. Honestly, we might be.
And to be honest, for me, a relationship is very important, and I'm still hoping I meet someone in person. And for me, I have like a lot of priority. Like I feel like I'm a Christian, so I think I want God to be at the center and foundation of my relationship. So that's something I'm looking for.
Let me go on campus.
Yeah, we can find. I mean, this is a conversation that could continue on and on. There's so much complexity to it. So we really appreciate y'all
Thank
being
you guys
here.
for coming. You're so bright.
I know.
So proud. Go Cats.
Yes.
Thank you. And this is, like Jenna just said, a topic that I think we're all going to be interested in. So
Thank you
so much. Thank you guys. We'll be right back.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, guys. I mean, there's so much more we didn't even talk about.
You guys represent.
Thank you guys for spending the day with us.
Tomorrow we are joined by author and advocate Emma Hemming Willis.
We'll see y'all then.
Have a good day, everybody.
Bye. You guys, thanks for watching.
I know. Come join us for all the fun every weekday on NBC.
Yeah, and don't forget to take us along when you're on the go.
Follow the Today with Jenna and Sheinelle podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you listen.